Hey everybody, it's me, Sean, and welcome back to CityState. Hey, thanks everybody for all the great comments. Lots of people have had nice things to say, a lot of good positive feedback for this series. Glad everybody is having such a good time and giving me good tips. Now, it's hard to accept tips on a game like this where nobody has ever played it before, but one of the tips that somebody gave me was maybe trying to upgrade these roads and see if that will cause some of the nearby buildings to upgrade to middle income. And that may be the case. I don't know. Maybe if I had looked at what the land value was before I did that, I could have a better idea of whether it's going to be, whether that made a difference, but it doesn't matter. Another great tip was that I should lay down some parks, so I'm going to do that. Now, parks are very expensive, and they have a high maintenance cost as well, but we're still going to do it. I'm going to place a few of them, and I will place them right in here where maybe they will help with the area that has the road, and then we've got these parks. Maybe that will help us get some medium wealth people to live in there, and we have high education and all that stuff too. So we should, I mean, we have a pretty high growth rate for medium wealth people. And another tip was to try cutting the taxes on the rich. Why not? We're not making any money on it right now. May as well cut it down considerably. We do have an issue. Healthcare. I thought we already took care of healthcare. Huh. So if we do publicly funded healthcare, it's $265. I would like to have publicly funded healthcare. That'd be great. 166 or 265. This would eat up almost all of our money, but we do have a pretty good, you know what, let's do it. We have a lot of money coming in. That's good for our middle income, not good for lower income, which doesn't make any sense. Why would the low income people be against having, well, never mind. Considering the real life situation that we have with healthcare here in the United States, and a lot of the people who are opposed to government-funded healthcare, I could see why a lot of poor people would be against healthcare, not necessarily for logical reasons. Alright, well, we haven't seemed to, that didn't seem to convert any of our low-income homes over, but maybe I'm not being patient enough. Maybe I need to give it a little more time. We were going to try to set up another neighborhood over here, if I remember correctly. So let's do that. Let's start laying down some more low-density homes. I'll just place them over here. They can drive to work in the other neighborhood, and I can run a road along here and place some more neighborhoods up in here. Don't really need all of that road there. Get rid of those. I do like the little circle that it made. And we'll place in some more low-density homes. And I'm gonna maybe put a couple of parks in over here. Although these trees should be good for increasing the land value too. I don't like tearing down rainforest, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And we'll put a park there. Let's get back to tearing down our rainforest. We have plenty of cash, so that's good. With what, a little over $22,000. We have switched, surprisingly, over to negative income. I bet you a lot of that has to do with laying down all these, like these parks cost $15 each or something. $20 maintenance. So that's $100 with all the parks that we've laid out so far. Oh, look at that! Upper! Oh my goodness. We're also eating a lot of our food. Oh, and our gold production has gone down somehow. But it looks like we actually have... Oh, we have high income growth rate, but we still don't have any high income people. But our middle income is increasing, which is real nice. So I wonder... if I raise our taxes just a little bit, that should take care of our budget deficit, mostly. That's all right. Actually, I think we can actually afford to reduce our costs a little bit too, because our services are very high. Our quality of life is excellent. We don't need to necessarily have a large budget surplus. We do need some budget surplus. To what extent shall the government control management of private companies? Now, I know we've done this one before. We have a chargeable verification process, updates their status yearly, or pay a registration fee and provide extensive account statuses every year. You know, I'm going to be a little more business friendly. We're going to go ahead and just go with that one. That's fine. Lower income doesn't like it, but the other income levels do like it. Maybe that'll help us with our income diversity and basically help us get in some more middle and higher income people. What is our... So our unemployment is 0, so like it's not going to do me any good to... oh, public approval just took a big drop. Oh, and unemployment went up a little bit. Weird. Okay, so I'm going to place some more farms. There we are. Farm it up. Place one there. I want to have... Well, I could place some farms in here and then build residential areas. You know what I mean? Like build a road around this way and have residential areas over in this area or something. So I think that'll be fine. Farm should help us make more money. I wonder if we can have the potential to do... Well, this one I don't think can be reached by the roads. Oh, we have some really good gold mine prospects over here that I can't resist. No resources. There we go. Allow exploitation. Very good. I don't think it's going to turn our cash flow positive, but we can lose a little money for a while here. So our growth numbers for our higher... oh, look at that. We've got 25 high-income residents all of a sudden. Very nice. And a good positive cash flow. That's great. So things have really turned around for us in that sense. A little bit of unemployment. Still don't quite understand the public. Well, honestly, I don't understand any of these things. This game is not as clear as I might want it to be, but it's fun for the most part. So we're gonna stick with that. Gonna build some roads through here so we can expand out basically this residential area as well. Run this road over and like that. Very good. And then we're gonna place in some additional residential stuff. Is there... Well, I don't think I want to... I might run a road through there. There we go. And that'll open up a little more residential area for us. Maybe place another park in there. Yeah, parks are so expensive. But I'll place a second one. We'll tear down this jungle. Place a park there instead. There we are. And surrounded by homes. Tear down the remaining jungle. There we go. More homes. I said homes. There we are right there. Very nice. Okay. Back to a negative cash flow, but that's okay. We're kind of going back and forth on our cash flow. We can have it go up and down and all that. So reasonable land value. Oh, look at that. Upper class. Land value 87, desired 0. Well, that doesn't really make sense, does it? It's got to be a mistake, but it's okay. I guess we're doing pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. So now we didn't. I was going to ask if we had lost all of our decisions when I saved the game. I must have been confusing the decisions we made in this game with the decisions that we made in the last game. Enjoying a nice hot beverage. Not a man, woman, or child alive who doesn't enjoy a hot beverage. Once again, David Letterman quote there. Classic Dave. I was such a fan back in the late 80s and early 90s. Had a huge impact on my sense of humor. He was the, I mean, I guess like the Conan O'Brien of his time? I don't know. I mean, he's the David Letterman, you know what I mean, of his time. But everyone's gotten older. I was in high school when I started watching Letterman. Lots of fun back then. Alright, what do I need to do to overcome this budget deficit? I suppose I need to have more money coming in, really. Our unemployment is very affordable. Should public policies restrict the introduction of new product when its ultimate effects are not truly known? We definitely want to research our products before they're introduced. Yeah, that doesn't make people very happy, but that's okay. It's something that needs to be done. It's very important. What does our trade balance look like? We've got plenty of food. Iron and oil production has dried up, which is costing us money. So where can we get some more resources from? Definitely back in here. Looks like there's some, and there's some more oil over here, so we probably want to go ahead and try to grab that up. There we are. There's a good one right there. Try again. Exploitation. Build a road, that should be able to service that. But we have 52, 65. Yeah, those are not so great. Oh yeah, a couple of them right over here. I get that these are kind of near the homes. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like they lower the land value, though. Looks like we unlocked the Emirate achievement. Guess that means we're drilling a lot of oil. There's some iron. Gold would really be the way to go. Oh, we are really using up a lot of money, though. But this will get us into the positive. And then I think if I well, there's some more gold back here, and then quite a bit of iron. So I'm going to tear up a road, kind of expensive road, but that's all right. And then we'll lay down some more mines and stuff back here. Our environment still seems to be capped out, so it's not like we're destroying our environment yet. I mean, we should be with all of the drilling and stuff that we're doing, but doesn't seem to be having that effect yet. So I suppose eventually, well, I don't know. Do these ever dry up? Like, it doesn't seem like they are. If I hover over it, it doesn't. Monthly production 6. And they all seem to produce the same amount. I can't, you see on the window there's like that little eye in the upper right corner, but I can't like find, what happens if I push I? Yeah, nothing. So I can't find out how to open up the information for further details or something. Don't know. Oh, monthly production 10. Very nice. Is that just what all iron mines do? Yeah, it seems like that's just what all iron mines do. But look at that. We're already up to 420 cash flow, so definitely have turned around our deficit. Still not what I would call a good spread on income levels, but you know, we're making some progress, I guess. think I want to try to put in some medium density housing in here. So I'm gonna tear these homes out. I'm gonna put in a couple of parks there. And let's lay down some medium density homes. They're gonna be pretty expensive, but it would be nice if we could get some hotels going, or not hotels, apartments, big apartments going. Some medium value or higher. These do look like that looks like at least a middle class home. Yeah. Oh yeah, upper class. So we've got a mix of middle class and lower class. But yeah, you can see the upper class only desires a land value of 35. I'm really surprised by that. Now, why is the stage maximum of 5? Oh, maximum of 2 for the low density, that's why. These should develop into larger buildings pretty quick, since we have a high demand for housing. What is that going to do to our... so our unemployment is still pretty low. But I'm feeling good about that. Level 3. This is going up to stage 4 for low income. Wow. Yeah. I guess zooming in doesn't really do you any good. Like, anything past here doesn't make any difference because it just starts getting pixelated. So the low income stuff is developing up, but the high income and middle class not so much. But that's okay. That's okay. They'll have opportunities for it. How should criminals be dealt with in the justice system? Now see here, can we afford? All of them are integrated to rehabilitation program. It's only $100 a month. Let's do it. And it doesn't affect anybody really. So maybe that'll be good for us. We can definitely afford it. And I would like to try to work more on rehabilitation than you know what I mean? Like, if we can help people, it's a good thing. We're gonna replace this with medium density stuff and a couple of parks. So we'll do those. Now, oh wait, yeah, I can afford this one. There we are. And mostly lower income and a couple of middle class, but that's okay. It will get us a higher density population. Doesn't seem like the roadways really made that much of an effect on it, but it was worth a shot, trying it out. We'll need the higher density roads eventually as people move. But it feels like the jobs are spread around enough to where nobody should really have to commute too far. And we definitely have a lot of pressure on the middle class demand. So that's good. 2.28. Yeah, look at that. Our low income growth rate is very low. Education effect is driving it down for some reason. I guess that means it's driving it down because the poor are turning, they're gaining wealth. Could I, if I cut their taxes, boy, we'd lose a lot of income. But I wonder, is that going to increase their growth? Like, you would think that that would increase the middle class growth because the poor are going to be able to keep more of their money and instead of having to pay it in taxes. But who can say? I can't. It's one person who cannot say is me. The budget levels seem to be fine. I'm actually going to increase education a little bit because it seems to be lagging in regards to the other ones. But all the rest of the stuff seems to be doing okay. Got a reasonable GDP if this were real life. I don't know how good of a GDP it is for CityState, but if this were real life, that would be a pretty good GDP, I would say. These are parks, right? So if we've got parks over here, look at these upper class homes right next to some low income homes. Now, can I just plop higher density on top of these? I can't. So I'm gonna tear out some of these homes here and replace them with higher density homes. Make sure I don't tear out the parks. There we are. We'll see what happens there. We'll leave those low density, high income homes. But I feel like we've had pretty good manageable growth. We just need more housing, I suppose. Most of our housing, low-income housing, should be free. I believe that's a government decision that we made a while back. Would that be, probably be under health and education, or not. Welfare and society, there you go, housing benefits, free housing for the poorest, and a flat rate allowance for everybody. So that's a good, very good, expensive, but very good thing for us to do. Keeps our population happy. Still have a mostly positive cash flow, but it is creeping towards negative. The lowering the cash flow didn't seem to change, or lowering taxes didn't seem to change the growth rate on the poor one way or the other. So we're going to go ahead and raise those taxes back up. Still producing plenty of goods, so we have a good trade income. That's the majority of our budget, by the way. $756 going towards legislation. Our taxes cover $230 dollars, and we have 9, 10, 11, I don't know, about $1,400 worth of expenses. So obviously our trade, the $1,200 we have coming in trade really takes care of that. Should copyrights and patents be enforced by the government? We'll do the 10 to 50 year patent thing. Should be fine. Don't know why the middle class doesn't like that. Hard to say. But the rich like it, so it's probably good for our city. Shawnee Town. And what are we going to do next? Probably expand in and fill in this area, I would think. We could put in some additional mines. I think there's some more gold mines over here we could be taking advantage of, and of course quite a few iron mines up in here that we should be exploiting. But I bet you we're running a little low on employees. But I could also open up immigration. It was suggested that I should open immigration to bring more people in, but I feel like our population is growing at a good rate, and I don't want to grow too quickly. Did I already say that this episode? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. That's for sure. I can't remember what I've said or not said. But what I can remember is to stop recording because the timer just started going off, and that means we have reached the end of another episode. Hey guys, I hope you are having a good time. I am having some fun here. Ooh, where's the traffic too high? Our city is going pretty well, and we're gonna have a little bit of a problem trying to figure out how to solve some traffic issues. Thank you so much everybody for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope you'll join me again for the next episode, which should be up before too long. That usually means tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.